Frequently asked questions for the Brinly 42-inch plug aerator with collapsible handle. Checking the ground conditions. The aerator should not be used when the ground is too wet or too dry. To determine the ground condition, dig a small amount of soil about 3 inches deep. If the soil appears powdery and brittle, it is too dry for aeration. If the soil appears damp, roll a small amount into a ball in the palm of your hand. If it forms a ball, then it is too wet. Ideally, the soil should fall apart when rolled into a ball. If the soil is too wet, wait until a later date for the soil to dry. Adding the transport handle during assembly. Add the lift handle assembly onto the end of the axle with the welded tube facing out. You may need to push the axle back into place in order to line up the holes. Then run a 5/16 inch by 1.5 inch bolt through the lift handle assembly and through the axle assembly, securing it in place with a 5/16 inch nylon lock nut and 2 1/2-inch wrench and sockets. Then place a washer on the threaded portion of the lift handle weldment and install the lift handle by sliding the larger of the 2 holes over the threaded portion. Place a washer and the large 5/8 inch hex nut on the threaded portion to secure the handle in place. Add the 5/16 inch by 1 inch cotter pin through the holes in both lift handle assemblies and add the hairpin cotter to keep the lift handle assembly in place. Then slide the plastic grip handle over the end of the grip assembly. Collapsing the handle for storage. To collapse the handle into storage mode, simply remove the hairpin cotter and cotter pin from the lift handle assembly, flip the handle around 180 degrees, and replace the cotter pin and hairpin cotter back into the lift handle assembly. This easy storage handle allows your aerator to be transported in smaller spaces and to be stored face down on the ground, taking up less space in your garage. For more questions, call Brinly Customer Service at 877-728-8224.